Hey folks, what's up? So, sorry, I'm over here. Oh, the worst presenter in the whole world. Folks, we've got a lot to talk. We've got anime, we've got a movie review, horror stuff going on. We've got upcoming stuff that we're just a bunch of stuff that we're excited to see. Right, Jabba? Like
See, see,
it's a good time show. So let's have a good time.
there
Right?
go.
My
Yes.
God, we got anime, we got live action adaptation of animation, we got a movie coming out. Not us, like we don't have a movie coming out. I mean, I don't want a movie of me coming out, honestly. Because I don't want to think about who would be cast as me. I don't want to think about that.
Michael B.
Ever.
Jordan for the plot.
Hey Job, are you ready?
Ready.
I'm already sick of this. Folks,
I just
let's have
left
some
me.
fun. Let's go. Hey folks, what's up? This is a TBA News, your anime and gaming channel, presented to you by the Hungry Bleak channel. I am Antonio Pomares, aka the Hungry Bleak, the hungriest man in the room. Take that however you like.
What's up, is your good Jabba Chan with the straightest thumbs in the horror franchise.
This is that's actually a really good one. That's actually really good. Totally caught me off guard with that. How are you doing, Java?
I'm good. I'm good. The weather is getting better. There's no more snow, thank the Lord. So I'm happy.
I think it was supposed to snow today a little bit, but it didn't anywhere where I'm at anyway.
It did for me, just like little.
Oh, really?
A little bit of powdered sugar, but it didn't stick anyway because it was gone after a while.
Oh, okay, cool. I know they're saying maybe Tuesday or Wednesday.
I heard mostly rain. Let's go with that.
I'm gonna go with that. I don't know why I'm making air biscuits like a cat, but we're gonna go with that. I don't know.
Making biscuits?
This is it. That is one of the funniest things in the world. You just see a cat just go, yeah, I'm just gonna start right now. I'm just gonna do this.
Just mind my business.
Just gonna do this. Cats are hilarious sometimes. Anyway, let's get on with what we're gonna be talking about. Jabba, what you got first?
Well, I mean, I want to be the best that there ever was because I want to catch Pokemon. That's right. It's Pokemon's 30th anniversary. Dear Lord, the most longest anime franchise with games to the wazoo that I have ever seen. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't before 96?
Mm-mm. You want to say Japan had it in 96. We got it in 97, technically for the US.
I thought it was really before that because actually, you know what? It might, yeah, because I'm thinking about because that was my senior year of high school. Everyone shut up. And
you shut your face.
And I remember, I thought it was that you know, that timeline actually, now that I'm thinking about it, a timeline does kind of make sense. Never mind me. Jabba.
Yes. So what was it? This past Friday on the 27th is the quote unquote official Pokemon Day, just for anybody that is not aware. And they did do a whole live stream session. I'm gonna give you the recaps because when I was watching it, I couldn't even keep up. I'm like, there's so much stuff going on that they were like, displaying for like the Switch and the Switch 2. Things that are being like re-released, and I'm like, I can't keep up. Like there's and I'm saying this frankly, there's so much shit. I'm like, what is this? So for a basic recap, if you're not aware, they're gonna do Fire Red and Leaf Green, which we didn't get here in the US because we got blue and red, but this one obviously should be a little bit more indulgent. Obviously, you could play it on the Switch and the Switch 2, which I'm excited about. Am I gonna get it? I don't know because there's so much going on. I know it's the monies. It's all the monies. They also had just displayed which is kind of cool and a little bit nostalgic of like this old Game Boy. We're talking like the brick, like but a mini version, and they had little cartridges of all the game music. You could switch it in between, which is really cool. So if you want that 8-bit feel of music of like Pokemon music like that. That's what they were showing as well. They're having Pokemon Champions, which is going to be available on Nintendo Switch, which is coming out in April. Like I said, I'm really doing a quick synopsis. Like I said, there was so much where it's like you kind of like leak out your brain of all this information, and they also just announced like the new Pokemon starters for, I think it's, oh god, is it Generation 11? Generation 10? I don't know. Too many freaking generations. Yes, way too much. Let's see what else is there. Like I said, it's so much, and the fact that it's been going on for so long, I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised and happy. Oh, here it is. It's called the Game Boy Jukebox with the cartridges in it. Yeah, so it's really cute if you look it all up on their websites and stuff. And we have the new Pokemon names for the new games. It's called Pokemon Winds and Waves. So those are the new titles for the new Pokemon games. And then we also have Pokemon Champions. Like I said, it's so much. And there has been an ongoing joke between me and one of my best friends who has played Pokemon with me since the very beginning. So it's like any new idea that we thought of for Pokemon, half the time it will come true. So we're waiting for Nintendo to run our checks because we're poor. And we need at least a good 5% between each of us. So like 5% from me, 5% from my buddy. But yes, it's been so much. Like, oh my god.
How would you feel if they didn't run you your check, but they gave you every Pokemon game possible?
I don't know what to do with myself, but I kind of want the money.
That's a better answer. That's a much better answer. Thank you. It's a much better answer.
Especially for what like Pokemon has sold between from the TV shows to the movies to the games to the merchandise from like apparel to freaking plushies, which I do have a Pikachu in my car.
Obviously,
it's my travel buddy. But it's like for like so much stuff, I'd rather just get the money. And 5% for what Pokemon has become over the past 30 years, I will take that.
I agree.
Yeah, so if you can go look at like their on like their YouTube channel for like the recap and stuff, like I said, it's about like 40 minutes or so in between. But
that's not bad.
I thought it was gonna go a little bit longer though, because when I saw everything, because like I said, they were running through like boom, 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 boom. Like, well, I'm like, wait, that's it? Wait a minute. I'm like, you're doing too much. I can't keep up.
I mean, if they were to go through everything though, they would be there for a while.
I mean, like at least like in detail, because like it was so much that like you were trying to like catch up on between, and also even stuff for like Pokemon Go, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? You're doing too much.
30 years, wow. But again, I mean, that just shows lasting power is great between different series, movies, games, toys, figures. It's a huge franchise. It's another huge franchise that's come out of anime. So yeah, when you said Pokemon Day, I legit thought it was a day where everyone was just playing Pokemon. I thought it was like, you know how like Nickelodeon had that day of fun thing that they used to do. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Where it was just like, hey, and they would literally tell you turn off the TV and they would stop programming. So you would go outside, which I love the idea. I think that's such a wonderful thing to do. I thought it was something like that. I legitimately was like, oh, everybody's gonna be outside playing Pokemon. And then I was like, wait, it happened already? I didn't see anybody outside. And then I realized, no, that's what
it's legit. It's legit Pokemon Day, that like when Pokemon came out.
Folks, you can tell I'm not a Pokemon player. I am not a part of any gym. I will not be catching them all, even though I love the song. I will not be catching them all.
I watched one of the movies just for nostalgia because maybe Pokemon 2000.
I remember when
like that was also like that peak animation too. I remember like between like 2000s and 90s, that was like that good feel good animation. At least for me, that's how I felt.
Still holds up. I was watching Ninja Scroll the other night. The movie, not the series. That still holds up impeccably. Holy It's wonderful. That's why sometimes I get upset when I was like studios like their art, like their animation gets low. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
how are you not? That's a whole other topic. It's a whole other topic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to fight about that. Speaking of fighting, folks, Mortal, not fighting folks, but fighting comma folks. Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, is going to be coming out. They had a trailer recently that came out which focused on Johnny Cage, played by Carl Urban, and he does a phenomenal job. We all love Carl Urban. He has become one of those people who is steeped in like geek culture movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know him from Dread, which is the better Judge Dredd movie, not the one with Sylvester Stallone. Obviously, The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Was a series out, I want to say, where he played a cop, and Michael Ealy was his synthoid android partner. I forgot the name of it. Um, but it was really good. That I think that only lasted like one season though, but it was really good. Might have been called Man and Machine or To Serve. Can't remember, but that was actually a really great series. So yeah, this
I
focuses
mean,
on.
no, I was gonna say he was also in Lord of the Rings as well. So like,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
it was the that's the Hobbit saga, right?
No,
Or is
no,
it the
no, like
original?
the original.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go
He
back
was
and
also
watch that.
he was also in Star Trek. He was also in Doom.
Bones. Dude. He's had such a I mean the MCU as well. He's like steeped in it, and he's so beloved, and he seems like such a
Mm-hmm.
really. It's just wonderful. So I love seeing him. And he also has a movie that just came out for Prime called
Oh
Bluff,
yeah. Yep.
which pirate revenge movie. I'm about to roll up on that hard. That looks crazy. So yeah, this focuses on Johnny Cage. Kind of open up on him. He's at a con. He's sitting there. Nobody's really at his booth. He's this martial artist, obviously, action movie star, and he's invited to the tournament. Um, and as the trailer goes on, I'm like, this is the trailer I wanted for the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
This trailer is getting me so hyped to watch it. I was like, damn, this looks like so much fun. And Carl Urban is making it that way. I think in the first movie, it was more Kano who was like the comic relief, such like that,
Yeah.
who stole the movie. I think in this movie, it's going to be Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. Now, watch they kill Johnny Cage within like the first 5 minutes, which I will be upset about if they do. Because they did that with the original Mortal Kombat 2. Oh, they better not do that. They better not do an homage and
Was
kill him.
it?
Yeah, and
No.
in the second Mortal Kombat, they killed Johnny Cage quickly. It wasn't the actor who played him in the first movie either. It wasn't Lyndon
Right.
Ashby. It was a different character, which was I forgot the name of the actor who they ended up killing off.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited about this because of him. And look, folks, let's not do this again. Okay, the first movie, some of you were upset. You're like, "Oh, this is movie." Did you expect like Shakespeare in Outworld? That's not what was going to happen. The Mortal Kombat is for fighting, blood and gore, the quips, things like that. You're not going to go in there and be like, that was an Oscar-winning performance by X, Y. It's not. You're not getting that.
It's
It,
not that deep, honestly. I feel like most
yeah,
most fighting games don't really have like a deep story to go off. I mean, like, yeah, there might be like, like family issues or whatever, but like, who
yeah.
doesn't have family issues in like most fighting games? But like it's like just to go back to like what he's been in, it's not because like, Lord of the Rings where like there's like a whole like, thing of like friendship and trials and tribulations and stuff like that going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, calm
This
down.
this is about winning a tournament to save the world from like these horrific beings from other worlds. Relax. This is a movie. Just sometimes movie just has to be fun. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it just has to be fun and enjoyable. And I think right now we need something that will take you out of your day for about 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
To just go into a theater, put your feet up, get some popcorn or whatever snacks that you choose, get your drink, and just just enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be releasing in theaters, excuse me, on May 3rd. It makes me want to go back and watch the original one, which I've already seen 1,000 times. I'm not going to watch the second one because it was horrible. Just not. I watched it twice. I'm like, I don't even know why I watched the second time. I will rewatch the one from 2023. I think it was. I want to say it was 2023. I don't know. I think it was 2023. I will go back and rewatch that one just because I do enjoy certain parts of it. But this is gonna be fun, so let's just enjoy the movie, folks, and have some fun with it. All right,
Mortal
it's
Kombat.
exactly. It's just look, you just go for like an hour and change and then just enjoy it. It's a little piece of your day. Speaking of piece, One Piece live action, season 2, Netflix, Jabba. What?
Which I literally totally forgot about. I guess
Hmm.
because since I'm so far into the anime, like I'm already past this part. I'm like, what am I watch you for? I was like, I don't want to. I mean, like nothing against like the show, but I totally forgot about it because also in this season they're adding on like more key players into this one because we're supposed to be seeing Chopper, Nico Robin, and oh, who else we're supposed to see on here?
I know there was a black character. I can't remember his name though. It's like I'm not that far into the anime, like I haven't been in years. But I know there was a black character I saw recently that they were adding. I don't know if it was for season 2 or maybe season 3. I don't know.
Oh no, Brooks. Okay, that's who it
Yes,
was.
yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Yes.
So yeah, um, so that's gonna be that's gonna be coming in March, and I'm like, it's already March. I'm like, oh, it's already coming out. Because mind you, they don't really talk. They talk about it, and then like it goes on like a little quiet pause where like you don't hear anything else about it until it picks back up again. Like the last thing I heard from One Piece was only because of Rutgers University was doing a collaboration with One Piece, and
Oh,
they had like a One Piece day. And I'm like, I am right down the street, and I'm like, I could get me some free One Piece stuff, even though I don't go to the university anyway. But I wanted some One Piece stuff. Okay, I'm neighbors. Probably my tax dollars probably goes to that school anyway. So I'm like,
yeah,
give
probably.
me my freebies.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I
So
don't.
yeah. So
Oh no, no,
okay,
go ahead.
no, you could go.
Oh no, I was gonna say Netflix has a weird way of advertising stuff sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because you'll see it start to ramp up more on the app and such, like when you watch it, and they'll purposely throw it and put it in your face, and then they'll even say, I love when it says, um, another season is coming soon, and then they say, oh, another season is coming, and they actually give you the date.
Mm-hmm.
It's very quiet advertising, but they figure you're already there,
True.
so you're going to be looking at this. So,
So yeah, so I'm excited. I don't know. I think because like the first season was I think about like 8 episodes. Cause I know it's like like
mhm.
hour long episodes. So I don't know if this is going to be 8. I also don't know if they're going to do what they normally do. It's like give like half of it, where it's like the first half here, and then like you wait another 2 weeks for the next half. So it's like I don't know,
Mm.
but March 10th, you go ahead and watch it because at this point you can either catch up with the anime since you're now going to be a seasonal anime, even though it's technically the longest season 1 anime that's out there as of right now, since it's been ongoing for so long.
That sentence irked my soul to know. When they said, well, season 1, I said, wait, what? I said, this thing's been going on since 1943. What do you talk about? This is
Mm-hmm.
the first season. How do y'all know what seasons are?
Nope, not
Like,
for One Piece.
that's like you liar. No,
It's
I'm excited to
typical. The
watch
One
this.
Piece is real. The One Piece is real.
I mean, but I love seeing that the live action has been popular because unfortunately, certain ones that have been through Netflix has like like a history of doing live action animation,
Mm-hmm.
like excuse me, live action anime adaptation that aren't lauded as much. Sometimes because the animes aren't as well known. Like there's one that I Golden Kamuy.
Why does that
Eh,
sound familiar?
exactly. Um, it's one I think I may have talked about it ways back. It's I think the anime is like maybe 5 seasons maybe, but they've got 2 movies on Netflix. It's this soldier who was in the war, and after the war he finds out from this man about this map that has gold. And the way the map is that it's on, I think, 13 or so convicts backs.
Mm.
It's like when you get it all together. So it's him and a group of people trying to get all of these maps together from these convicts. But again, it's on their backs, and it's this rush to get the gold. Like they've got 2 movies on Netflix. I watched the movie a little bit and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I realized it was an anime. I was like, oh, let me go check out the anime. And the anime is pretty cool. I have to actually really get into it because, like I said, it's like about 5 to 7 seasons, I think, something like that. But
Right.
yeah, I'm excited that this is getting so much attention. The cast looks phenomenal. They look like they're having fun too. Especially the guy playing Luffy. But then again, that's Luffy. Luffy is like that.
Yeah.
So I will be checking this out March 10th. That is close. Jeez.
Yeah.
Like we don't have enough to watch already.
But
we will watch it because it's
One Piece.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who doesn't want a One Piece? One Piece is such a great thing, and a lot of people are very happy about it. It brings out emotions. You cry, you want to hug, you want to do all the stuff. I don't know about the crying, but Devil May Cry. Look, season 2, Netflix is coming out.
Look at you with the segues.
The segues are coming at you hot and fast, folks. So yes, I talked about this when Devil May Cry first ended. They were like, look, they fast tracked season 2 on this, and I am so happy to see that. I absolutely loved season 1, but we're going to be getting season 2 is going to be in May 12th. This is going to continue the adventures of Dante, the Devil Hunter, finding out that he is half human and half demon. He is the son of Sparta, and everything with the what is it? The Dark Calm is the name of the group that what is it? Dark Calm? I think it might be Dark Calm. It's like a paramilitary group that's chasing after him. And I love all the little Easter eggs from Capcom stuff as well. I was watching episode today, and it was the episode where he talked about, this is the second worst job you've ever sent me on. And he was like, oh, you mean after the one from Raccoon City? And he goes, okay, maybe the third worst. So it's making me think, what's the other one? And then immediately after that, they showed because they were in a van and they were driving, and there was a bobblehead, and it was Mega Man.
I was just thinking about Mega Man. That would be like the perfect, yeah.
So in this world, Raccoon City is around. Those of you who don't know, Raccoon City, Resident Evil. If they make some type of little thing in there, I will love it. This has just been so much fun, and I love it. Unfortunately, we won't be getting a certain voice. I don't think he did any work on season 2. Our beloved Batman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it. Forgot about that.
And I was listening to the voice, and I was like, God, he was so good. He was so good at this. He's just amazing. I mean, he was like a amazing theater actor, and I want to say a singer as well. As theater, everything. But when he became Batman, the Dark Knight, it captured all of our souls in such a way. It was just beautiful. Just one of the truly, truly missed. Not just because of that, but just because he was just. I got to meet him once really quickly, and it was just one of the
lucky.
I was. Well, it was, but it was a passing. I was walking towards New York Comic Con from my hotel. It was myself and someone who I was dating at the time. And we walked by, and I saw him, and I saw him, and it was two other people, and I was like, that looks familiar. And I kept walking, and I heard him speak. And I immediately said, Bruce? And I turned around, and he was walking across the street with his friends. I was like, oh my God, that's Kevin. And it was just so cool to just hear him behind me and know that it was him. Like, that was just amazing. So yeah, it was just really
live
cool.
audio.
Yes, it was live audio, and it was not doing it. It was just his voice. And I was like, that's just awesome. So I say all that to say, look, Devil May Cry, this is great. We're going to be getting more of Dante, but also we're going to get more of Virgil as well. I'm going to see the two brothers going at it. Dante's going to find out more about his past and Sparta. I'm just waiting for him to get the sword. What's the sword's name? Force Edge? I think might be the Sword of Sparta, I want to say.
I think it's called the Sword of Sparta. I could be wrong, but I know in the trailer that they were talking about Ebony and Ivory, and I'm like, oh, yes, love that.
Yes, there's a really there are two like little first looks. The one about Ebony and Ivory is great because there's a great thing in the first season where we see Dante cannot keep handguns. His sidearms just can't withstand his strength. They end up breaking after every fight continuously. He has so many of them. So, and if you know him, you know, and you know the games, you know, at a certain point, he has his two handguns, his two sidearms that are called Ebony and Ivory, and they're the only guns made specifically for him that can withstand his strength and his power. And when they show it, I mean, obviously it's so over the top the way he loads the gun, but that's Dante and that's Capcom and all the kicking and everything and the shooting, and they're both amazed. And I love how I want to say Gunsmith. I don't know what her actual title is, but I want to say Gunsmith. The way she's like, oh, well, this is Ebony and Ivory. The portraits are modeled after me, if you couldn't tell. And her reaction with the cigarette falling out of her mouth and she's like standing up slow. Already in love with this. And I think we're getting a new song from Evanescence as well. Which Afterlife is just so cool, and it played perfectly into that episode about the White Rabbit and the backstory.
Oh, that was so good. It's so tragic.
But that's what made, because you think you're just going to get this really kind of silly kind of slapstick action stuff with Dante and everything, but then you get this heart pounding, actually two really heart pounding episodes. The one about Mary and her father and her mother. And the demons in the subway, and then you get this one about the White Rabbit. Really catches you off guard. I'm excited for this. I'm happy for everyone involved in this.
I still want to see them do a ranking as an episode, whereas like in summer where I want them to be like, okay, this is a rank like, you know, SSS, just because like for people that have played Devil May Cry, they know that there's a rank system, and especially if you want to get that triple S, like you have to do all the. I only got it one time when I played DMC when they revamped it from a glitch.
Oh, okay, yeah, that new one where he had the brown hair.
Yeah, and I got it by a glitch. It wasn't even on purpose. Where like for some reason it just kept going. It was like triple S. I'm like, bet. I'm like, got the trophy for it. I don't care.
I think they may have done something in the first episode when somebody's actually playing a game. And I think it actually says like something about rank, or it might even have said jackpot. I'm not sure, but they're going to do something. Like at a certain point, he'll be at a bar and there'll be letters, like maybe like a sign. And after the fight, it'll have like just the triple S's or just S. It'll have. That's what I
want to see. I want to see like some type of grading, just like to get like that. Ooh.
They definitely will have something, but that's what I love about it. So this is, I'm like in the middle of watching the first season, which is so great. I wanted a t-shirt, which I'm surprised I haven't gotten, or a mug, which I'm surprised I haven't not gotten. I want something because this is just really good. As many seasons as you're willing to give us, and they're peak quality like that, I'm willing to take. I'll be honest with you. Just that'd be cool. I would love a Mega Man one too. Thinking about it. Because we had a Mega Man like older series years ago. I'd love a Mega Man X, Mega Man, like whichever one you want to do. I would love that. So yeah, Devil May Cry season 2 on Netflix is going to be May 12th. Oh God, I can't wait for that jackpot. It makes me want to play the games all over again. Honestly, it really does.
Yeah,
I'm just like I'm all happy about this and everything. Speaking of happy. This is not a segue. Sorry, folks. Mr. Crocket review. This is one of the Huluween, I want to say, movies on Hulu. Yes.
So I came across this movie because like I was like, I just want to watch something that's like not on my radar that I didn't even save. And I'm like, it just popped up for something. I'm like, I bet, let me just turn on and watch it. When I say especially for like Black horror, this one tops it because it gives me Candyman, Nightmare on Elm Street vibes, so to speak. And when I mean by Nightmare on Elm Street, no, he doesn't come in your sleep, but he like it's more like he can like, you know, alter reality, whereas like he could go into your world and like, you know, you go into his world, but you don't have to be asleep for that one, of course. Candyman, obviously, because more is in the Black setting, so like you know how it is, like you know you're in like a neighborhood mostly full of like, you know, African Americans. I'm surprised that this movie wasn't as violent as I thought it would be. It's not like your true like gore, where it's like every like 5 minutes there's like hack and slash blood everywhere. But it's like I actually enjoyed this, and I liked how like obviously with every villain, you get like their backstory for everything. So it's like, but I liked how they did. I liked how they did it in this way, and also it's kind of like a another version like Mr. Rogers, but just dark, and not because he's black, but just in like a dark stereotype. I mean, dark version of it. Sorry, it's late. I'm tired. Leave me alone. But yeah, watch it on Hulu. It's like a good maybe like what, like hour and a half.
Yeah, about
And
that,
like,
I think. Yeah.
and like it's just like a good watch. I don't know, because like technically without spoiling the ending, it could be a second one going on if they wanted to. Kind of interested in how they do it. But yeah, because I don't want to spoil it for you or for anybody that hasn't watched it yet, because I know you started to watch it as well. So we could, like I said, we could go into like, what you thought of it so far.
I'm about maybe half an hour into it, and I'm enjoying it because I like that it's the Halloween movies, or Hulu's like original horror movies, are usually kind of silly, a little slapstick, and cheesy, like those old kind of cheesy horror movies. I did like the fact of it being centered around Black people, but like you were saying, not being stereotypically Black people. Like any other ones that you see, it's usually something that is like so much tied to poverty, to like quote unquote the hood or ghetto like situations. And there's no shine to it. Excuse me, and that's not me like shining off those movies at all. Those movies serve a purpose, and they're great movies. Like Tales from the Hood. It's one of my favorite horror movies, and it's one of my favorite Black horror movies as well. Candyman. Obviously, that movie made me. I legitimately have never seen that movie a second time, and I won't. It legitimately scared the hell out of me because it was the first time that I really had a Black antagonist, and I felt that more than seeing any other white antagonist or villain or monster in a movie. But the Black one I knew would be one that would be closer to me because we're Black. The white ones I go, yeah, you ain't come after me. Right. I was enjoying that, and kind of the silliness of it, because again, the campiness of it as well. The thing that kind of threw me was Mr. Crocket when he was in the video and he's looking around, the mustache, the smile, the fro. It's scary in a, oh, that person's kind of weird, goofy way. But I wouldn't mess with somebody like that because no. The other thing that got me and it started aggravating me, but I was cooking dinner when it was happening, was the son running around so damn much and being purposely just a rat out of nowhere and talking back to the mother. And I was like, oh man, let me go take care of my pressure, because this kid is getting my BP up.
You'd be like, I'm gonna go to jail.
Exactly. I'm gonna let Jesus handle it because I'm gonna go to jail. But I was enjoying the movie so, and I do want to get more into it to see the backstory and to see what the character is actually about, because the Hulu movies, like I said, can be campy, but they're entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to be entertaining for them to be doing their own horror movies for all these years and to have Huluween. There's a reason. So I would definitely recommend, like from what I've seen, I would definitely recommend if you're looking for something kind of campy, just kind of cool, just like you're saying, something different that's not on your radar. I like the fact that you said something that's not on your radar. Just going, oh, this, and just jumping into it. I love it. That's how you find new things that you're like, oh, I never knew about this. That's how you find out that stuff, by just taking a chance and watch something. So I like that you did that. That's awesome.
Yeah, because this movie came out was it in October of 2024, so it's already been out for about like over a year now. But I'm glad I watched it. Like I said, also it's people that there's actors I never heard of, at least from like, and I haven't seen them play in anything to my imagine. So I'm like, okay, I don't know who these people are. So it's not like I'm saying like, oh, I'm watching this because so and so's in it. I'm just watching it just to watch it because like it just caught my attention to watch it. And I mean, like the first 5 minutes, I was surprised. I'm like, oh, we're already going in. It hasn't been 5 minutes and we're already in it.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, we got that.
When his eyes were in that little slot, I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm like, we
And
got
then when
that.
his
Okay.
hands was coming out, I was like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
At least they were manicured.
You know what? Yes, yes. And when he came in the door already, I was like, what the? Like Hulu does not waste time. They're not like, yeah, we're gonna just show the shadow for 45 minutes. No, they're getting right at you
Mm-hmm.
immediately. I do have a movie to recommend. I don't know if you've watched it. I think I've recommended it a couple of times. It's called Pilgrim.
What's that
It is
on?
a Hulu movie.
Okay. I'll put that on my queue.
Basically, the gist of it is this man will come to your house for, I think it's the whole month of November, and he will actually live as a pilgrim, like in your
Oh.
backyard. It goes left.
Okay.
I watched the movie. I watched the whole movie, and I was like, dear God, the guy who played the pilgrim did such a great job because you're like, I want to kill this dude within the first 5 minutes. Done with this. The dinner scene. Pay attention to the music that's playing during the dinner scene. It
Okay.
shouldn't be there, and yet it blends so perfectly with the scene. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. That's fair.
That one's older than Mr. Crocket. I think that one's maybe. I think I watched that during the pandemic. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
I think because I was watching a few of the Hulu movies during the pandemic. But yeah, Pilgrim. Watch it's the dinner scene. All about the dinner scene. Just watch the dinner scene. Crazy. So thank you very much, Jabba, for that glowing recommendation from Mr. Crocket on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. My goodness gracious, my throat is a bit parched and sore, which is crazy. But the next one that we've got, the last one, is Demons of the Shadow Realm. Now, Jabba has talked about this before. You brought up, excuse me, how you have been reading the manga.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because as you were reading the manga, I was bombarded by this at New York Comic Con from the Crunchyroll booth. And it got me thinking, damn, I need to really watch this. That marketing worked because that thing is ingrained in the back of my brain. Well, the anime is going to be coming out on April 4th on Crunchyroll. It's going to be obviously in Japan, but they said they're actually going to be broadcasting it all throughout the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm excited by this. I don't know if it's going to be dubbed when it first comes out or just going to be sub. I don't know. Either way, I want to check this out. I'm extremely excited about this one. This is from the people from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I refuse to mention the other one. Just because
They're good in their own rights, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, but Brotherhood just gets the thing about Brotherhood is that it goes through the whole oh my god, what's his name? The horrible father. What's his name?
Cal Tucker?
Yes. It gets to that much quicker. And I feel like it goes through it quicker as well. So it doesn't hurt as much, but it still feels like it hurts even more for some reason. Maybe, yeah. And I think it's because it happens quicker. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm excited by this anime. I'm just excited by so many animes coming out. Like I'll look at a trailer and 5 more will pop up. And I was like, y'all got to calm down, relax. But I want to see all these great things coming out. There's so much anime. And now that I'm diving into it, and there's so like, oh my god! Between this and comics, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This is you gotta slow down. But I'm excited by it. I'm excited by anything that has to do with like demons and especially anime archers. There's an anime I know called Lord Marksman, and I can't remember where it's like it's basically focuses on these 2 warriors, and one of them is an archer, and he's captured by this female general. I want to say, I think he's a lord or he's a prince, like some type of royalty one or title or something like that. But I'm excited by this one. I want to watch this. I just want to hunker down. By that time, it'll be a bit warmer, so maybe I'll have a nice cool beverage. I'll be in some pajama shorts, tank top, chilling, feet up, watching this, and just enjoying it, salivating. So yeah,
I will just say,
yes,
the first, because I know it's probably this how they're going to do the first episode just from reading it. For anybody that is watching it, think about Attack on Titan first episode. It hits the fan right then and there.
But I love that. I love when it hits you right over the bat and said, "This is what you're going to be getting into."
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember that first. This is how big the first episode of Attack on Titan was. People were watching it subbed. There were no dubs. I
Mm-hmm.
watched it on YouTube because everybody kept talking about it. Kept talking about it. We made that show a hit because we were all watching it subbed. And I remember watching and going, and I was watching. I was like, "What the?" I was
Mm-hmm.
This is just naked white folks running around like giant naked white folks. Say what you want, but it's giant naked white folks.
True.
It looks like old white uncles and aunties running around naked eating people.
Yep, I will still say that was the best. That was the best group chat I was ever in when everybody started watching it for the first time when they were watching it in English. And I watched like I think it was like the first season of Attack on
Mm-hmm.
Titan. You're like, man, this is like I'm like, keep watching. 5 minutes at the end of the show, they're like, what the f is this? I'm like, you're
Mm-hmm.
welcome.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
It caught because it was so crazy. That caught Sentence to Be a Hero gave me that similar kind of thing when it was just throwing you in, and the episode was an hour. I didn't even realize it. It was an
Mm,
hour long because it was so explosive, quite literally, and figurative. And there was so much story, and you find out what he did at the end of the episode of why he was being sentenced to be a year, why he was in prison to begin with. And you're like, oh, what? So I like that kind of feel. So I'm excited for this. I know you said that you read how many of the manga so far?
so far I've read all at least 4 of them. I'm on the 5th volume right now.
Okay.
They when I last checked before buying the most recent 4, I think they're at like 3 volumes right now. So it's like I've been trying to get them more like at least get them all in a bundle instead of just like waiting like 1 volume at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I know that they're gonna, cause I think they're gonna be at 12, because right now they're at 11. So if I get up to like what is it 9, I'll go and grab like 10, 9, 10, and 11, and then get those. But I'm trying to wait till they can be in bulk because I don't want to wait every like couple weeks for them to drop. I like to get them all in like one collection.
I can understand that. That's kind of how I am with comics.
Because also that's just too
There,
much money for shipping. Honestly, like for one
yeah,
book, unless it's
yeah,
like a Harry Potter novel where it's like 600 pages,
yeah,
then it's like all right, I can do that.
yeah. Because you're doing them in print. I'm doing like a lot of my reading is digital. I still buy print just because I love going into
Mm-hmm.
stores. I want stores to exist, so I want to give them money. And I
Right.
love having something physical in case I can't read it. I'm just if my tablet have it, I'll just like that. Um, but I totally understand because there are certain comics that I read issue to issue, and issues will come out every month. So I have to go back and reread that issue sometimes because I'm reading so many comics. But I do like
Mm-hmm.
getting a trade, which is like about 5 or 6 issues all together,
Mm-hmm.
like a graphic novel, and I read it. So I totally understand that. Hopefully, by the time we get back up to New York and we go to the manga spot, shout out to y'all, great shop.
Yes.
There will be more, and we can get the bundle there, and then go get some tasty food along the way.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So, folks, that was the show for today. You probably realized by now that we are not live. This is pre-recorded. A lot of things are happening, going on. Sometimes our weeks are full, so we do pre-recorded shows because yes, things are going on, but we still want to come to you and talk to you about everything that's going on. Speaking of talking about everything that's going on and what we're doing, Jabo, what are you reading? What are you playing?
Well, what I'm playing is Destiny right now because we're in a little hiatus. So I'm doing a lot of lore fishing at this point, trying to catch up on everything. But then I'm also going to go back and dabble in Final Fantasy 16 and South of Midnight because South of Midnight still has me in a chokehold, and I want to finish playing that. So that's where I'm at. And obviously, that I'm already reading Demons of the Shadow Realm, so that's what I'm reading. So for you, Mr. Antonio, what are you reading or what are you watching? Or what are you playing?
Um, well, playing. I am playing Destiny, but with this drought that we're in right now, I'm gonna call it straight up drought. I'm not gonna be kind like Job and say hi. It is. It's a straight up drought. Um, After I do this one thing, I actually want to go back to Mass Effect. Andromeda.
What first? Oh, okay,
And
about something like the first one.
yeah, no, and Andromeda. It's just so beautiful. And I've changed my armor used to be always white and blue, like navy blue. Now it's white and purple or black and purple. Obviously now, it's gonna be fun. Just one of the most fun games I can possibly think of. Um, as far as what I'm watching, I'm on the last episode. This is not anime. I'm on the last episode of Power, book 4, Force. Yes, I
Hmm.
do enjoy it, but this is the series that focuses on Tommy Egan and his adventures or misadventures in Chicago. This is the last season. This is episode 10 of season 3, which was the last episode. And I'm about halfway through it now, and everything is really ramping up. Obviously, what am I reading? I am reading Exquisite Corpses. This is an image book from James Tinian. Basically, there are these families that control each state. I think it is. So they all have these, and they all pick a representative, like a killer,
Mm.
for these games that they have, and they'll throw the killers into this secluded town. They'll cut off electricity, Wi-Fi, cell signals, everything, broadcast everything, and they'll just have these killers go at it in this town. And whoever is the winner is the family that, like the family they represent, gets control for an X amount of time. And along the way, sometimes they do end up killing the bystanders that are in the town. Survival horror, action, dark comedy. Um, it's James Tinian, so it's obviously going to be that book, and this is incredible. It's almost like a you could almost make like brackets, which they actually
Okay.
had in one of the comics. They had like brackets for the killers, and they'll be given certain things. Like they'll have they'll almost like a loot crate for one specific for each individual killer,
Ah,
and
okay.
it'll have like their icon on it, and they'll go to it,
Hmm.
and it'll have their particular choice of weapon, or well, sometimes their weapons are actually chosen for them, like they can use poison or knives or archery,
Hmm.
um explosive things like that, and it's very awesome. The person that you think might win, you don't know if they're going to win. You don't know if the people in the town are going to. It's just this very cool thing, and each of the characters is highlighted in such a great way that you think, oh, they might be a lead character, but then you get someone else highlighted in an even better way, like, oh no, that person.
Hmm.
It's a great ensemble cast that's being written. It's very hard to write an ensemble cast and give them all shine. That's
Right.
crazy. So yeah, that's what I'm playing, watching, and reading. That's it. So folks, thank you so very much for joining us. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it will be Robert and myself for Comics Culture, and we will be doing a special Justice League Unlimited episode where we're going to be talking about what we'd love to see from Justice League Unlimited in the Gun DC universe. Very excited to see that. And I get to watch more of Justice League Unlimited, which is awesome. Friday, the Hungry Bleak Show. As always, I'll have some news for you, possibly some reviews, but we will be here every week this month. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we'll have a special Castaway episode, Jabba.
Cast away. We are cast away. Ahoy there. Ahoy. We are cast away.
It's not what I expect. I forgot that she does that. Totally forgot
Yeah.
that.
Ah,
Oh, totally forgot that. Totally forgot that. Just totally forgot that you do that. Totally forgot.
Yep.
I was sitting there like, oh yeah, she does that sometimes.
yep. I'm your bootleg Spotify.
Awesome. So,
Hmm.
folks, on that note, I am Antonio Pomares, the Hungry Bleak. Take that however you like.
And I'm your girl Jabba Chan with the straight thumbs in the horror Disney franchise. Oh yeah.
Outstanding. Folks, we will see you later. Enjoy your day. Drink water, take your vitamins, take your meds, and we'll see you next time around. Fuck Trump and abolish ICE. Peace.
Bye.